If you guys need any cards, sleeves, packs, anything of that nature, please consider using my TCG Player affiliate link. It's in the description. It's completely free, and it's a great way to help support the channel. How's it going, everyone? The time has come for our monthly tier list. Last time we were looking at boss monsters. This time we were looking at Synchro monsters, which I specifically excluded from the boss monster tier list because I felt like extra deck monsters were more so their own different things. So anything missing from that's going to be on here. Instead, we have 55, I think, synchros that are legal in Edison format. I did the math, and it looked to me like there's like 2 missing, but that might just be wrong. I didn't make this this tier list, so I couldn't figure out which 2 it was. So someone let me know if anything's missing. Anyway, we got 7 tiers here. We got broken, staple, good, situationally good. You can guess what's going to go in here, and then bad, and then there's the ones that are so garbage I can't even remember how you make them. So this should be fun. Let's start from the beginning, and let's just go. So AFD. I'm kind of conflicted on this one. I feel like it should be between good and situational. Maybe it's more like situational, but it is like one of the best 7s. It's in top 3 best 7s. So maybe it's more like good. Like 3k defense is a really good stat. And it is just a generic 7. And the other effects do come up. So maybe like bottom of good for AFD is reasonable, but I could see situational as well. Android is going to be like near top of good. You could almost justify putting it up in staple if it weren't for the fact that Catastrophist is the best level 5. And I feel like you kind of have to be the best generic of that level to go up more in the staple tier. So yeah, I think top of good is more reasonable for magical Android. Arcanite, it's great, but it's so hard to make for most decks, so it's going on in situational. But decks that can make it, it's like crazy. Archfiend Zombie Skull, we have our first entry in this tier. I think you need Plague or like Zombie something. I don't know. I can't even remember. Maybe it's like Plague and Zombie non-tuners, but I'm not 100%. It might be one or the other, or nah. Yeah, I don't know how you make this. Armed Wing. Armed Wing is like... it's probably like good. Because Blackwing and Vayu can play it, and it's like one of the... It's the best guy that you make with Vayu because you can make it with Sirocco. So like generally this is the one that Vayu's spamming out, and then also you can just make it with Blizzard and Blackwings. So it's probably the best Blackwing synchro by far. Armor Master's more like situational. It's a 25 that can't be destroyed by battle, which is it's good sometimes, but it's not the play to make this card, honestly. But it's probably better than these tiers down here, so maybe near the bottom of situational. Armory Arm. This one might be up here. Like, unless your deck just absolutely can't make Armory Arm, you should be playing Armory Arm, because that card will come up and will let you win games, so... Yeah, Armory Arm's pretty crazy. There's like the Colossal OTK that's legal in this format too with it. You can like synchro climb with it in some decks as well. I think it's just the only 4. Like it's the best level 4 because it's the only level 4. So it's going, maybe even if it's in the bottom of staple, I feel like it needs to be up there. Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Situational seems right. I mean, like most decks don't make it. But sometimes you can just make this in like fairies and win the game. It's definitely happened to me. Like, it is super crazy that you can just OTK out of nowhere with like a 6k dude. It's just a level 7. So I'm gonna throw it in situational. I think it is better than... Is it better than Armor Master? It's probably like about the same as Armor Master. I don't know where you want to put it. I feel like this card is better more often than Armor Master is, to be honest. Armor Master is sort of lame, but then again, you can make Armor Master with Vayu. You can climb up with the Armed Wing, so maybe it's a little higher. Black Brute Drago. I don't... You know what? I actually don't remember, so it's got to go down here. It does some dumb stuff with Gemini monsters, I think, but yeah, other than that, never... Don't really recall what this card does. Black Rose, easy broken. I mean... Yeah, this is like top 2, top 3 level synchro in the format. Destroy all cards on the field is actually a pretty good effect, for those of you who don't know. So yeah, Brionac, easy broken. Probably above Black Rose even. This card is responsible for ending so many games. It's absolutely nuts. It's generic out to everything. It's so dumb. It's so broken. So yeah, broken for sure. Catastor, this is the number one best level 5 of the format. Can just out so many things for free. There are a lot of decks that just can't have struggled to deal with Catastor. And yeah, sometimes it's bad, but it doesn't do much against Blackwings or whatever in a lot of situations, but it is crazy against so much stuff. So yeah, Catastor, easy staple. Colossal, easy staple, probably above Catastor. It's like the second best generic 8 in the format or something. But it is so good. Like, it's so much better than the other second best of each level that I feel like it just needs to be up in staple. Because, yeah, just like, you just can't lose in battle with it. It's just like the biggest guy. And, I don't know, level 8s are so good, and this is one of the good level 8s. So, I think staple's fine. Dark End? This thing is like, it's not even generic, but I feel like it should go up in the staple tier. There's so many dark decks that honestly you could justify putting in the staple tier. It might even be better than Colossal Fighter. Like, its effect is so crazy. I feel like there's going to be a lot of 8s in the staple tier, actually, despite what I said earlier about the staples just being the best of each level, because the 8s are so good in this format. And yeah, Dark End, I feel like the Dark End Colossal Stardust should all end up here. Dark End is just nuts. It's got like the craziest effect of like any synchro in the format except these two. And yeah, you need the Dark non-tuner, but how hard is that really? Like, every deck plays Caius. Every deck plays like dark monsters, or not every deck, but tons and tons of decks play dark monsters. And most of the synchro decks that are making level 8s play dark monsters, like Diva and Malicious or whatever, or Trag copy a level 6. So it's not that tough to make for most synchro decks. So Dark End and staple I think is perfectly reasonable. Doom Kaiser, I think we're gonna have to say Iron Chain Dragon. It's not quite bad, because it can be cool sometimes if you can like have the space to include it and actually resolve it. But it's kind of bad. I don't know. Like, maybe it is just straight up bad. This is more of a tier of cards you kind of have to play, but you don't really have to play this. So I might just have to call Doom Kaiser bad, which is a shame because I really like this card, but you pretty much just don't even play it in anything, so bad seems reasonable. Drill Warrior, like top of good. It's not like on the level of these guys up here, but it's like the reason you play the quick draw deck. So I feel it's stronger than any of the more situational synchros. So we'll put it top of good. Exploder Dragonwing. This thing is not as good as these guys in situational. This is like whack shit that comes up every now and then in the Dragon deck. So I think this tier, at least you play it unlike this or whatever these are. So we'll put it in the Iron Chain Dragon tier. This I don't even know what this card is named, but I think you need a spellcaster. It's either spellcaster tuner or spellcaster non-tuner. I don't remember how you make it. I don't remember what its name is. I don't remember what its effect is. It's going down here. Gaianite. I'm sorry to say this, but like, all right, we'll put it up here. We'll put it like the bottom of the Iron Chain Dragon tier. I feel like no deck should play this. Even the zombie decks that are playing this are coping. Maybe they should play Doom Kaiser instead, but at least it's 26, and 26 is a good stat, so yeah, I don't know. We'll call it that. Gishel Nodon, bad. It's just like too finicky, unfortunately. So yeah. Golgar, situational. You only played in one deck, but it's really good in the one deck, so that seems reasonable. Gotham, same deal as Golgar. Maybe they should be above Ancient Sacred Wyvern. Yeah. Golgar might be better than Gotham's. I don't know. It's like whatever. It depends. It's tough. It depends if you think Aliens or X-Sabers is better. They're both garbage decks. I mean, not complete garbage, but they're both like really, really mediocre decks. So I don't know how you want to rate these two compared to one another. Goyo, broken. Not as broken as Black Rose, but just a very, 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 very good card. This card got banned in the TCG for questionable reasons, I think. I don't really believe Goyo should have ever been banned, to be honest. But it is really, really good. Its stats are so crazy, and it gets you a +1. So definitely broken. Hades is like up here. Zombies is like better than most of these situational decks that make these. And Hades has a really good effect. I mean, just negating everything you run over is quite relevant in Edison format, so yeah. Hyper Psychic Blaster. There's like one deck that makes this. So I guess this is probably down here. Yeah, realistically. I mean, you're pretty much only playing this if you're playing Overdrive Teleporter specifically. Iron Chain Dragon, I mean, we know where he's going. We've known where he's been going, so this is where he belongs. You gotta play him, but like you don't feel great about having to play him at all. Junk Archer, situational. It's like good every now and then to go for. It's like worth it to play it in your quick draw extra deck, so I guess that's like a fine spot for it. Junk Warrior, probably a little better because the Frog deck can play it now. So maybe more like in here in the middle of situational. Light End Dragon. Oh wait, I actually remember how to make this because it's the same as Dark End but with a light. So I can't put it in this tier. It's got to be up here. Now this guy I actually don't know how to make. I better not think too hard on it because if I do I might remember, but yeah, nope, no clue. This one I do remember how to make. Wait, wouldn't it just be the same as... I'm not even going to think about it. It's going in here. It's going in here. I'm going to pretend I don't remember how to make it. I'm going to block out the memory. Mistworm, situational, but like higher in situational than most, than like half of these at least. It's probably about like as good a card as Armor Master. I feel like you should be playing this in your extra if you have space. So many people I see lose games because they aren't on Mistworm. Card's good. It comes up so much for me. I don't know. I'm always out here making Mistworm. Moon Dragon Quila. I can confidently say I don't know how to make this one. Nitro Warrior. It's better than Junk Archer. It's like here. Yeah, okay. Seems fair. Avenging Knight. I'm tempted to call this one bad. I feel like it's so much worse than every other level 8. But maybe we'll be nice and we'll put it in the Iron Chain Dragon tier. Where it's more like, yeah, you're playing this because you're playing fairies or whatever. I don't know. I feel like that's a very friendly rating. Okay, Power Tool is situational somewhere, right? Or is he more like good? Nah, it's not quite good. You have to play a ton of Garnets in your deck to run this card. So maybe like here. It's like okay. It's okay in the decks that play it, but it's not like... It's just not good enough in Edison format, I think. So, middle of situational. Psychic Life Transfer. This is just generic, so I do remember how to make it, but it's bad. Queen of Thorns. Hold on, I actually don't remember how you make this. Is it a plant tuner or a plant dawn tuner? I'm not sure. I don't know. You're going in the I don't know tier. RDA, straight up good. It's probably the worst generic level 8, but it's still one of the generic level 8s, so yeah. That pretty much automatically makes it good. I actually do know how to make this because of all the reptilian stuff I've been playing, but it is so bad. It is so bad. So bottom of bad. Road Warrior. It's like the worst quick draw one. That being said, in the decks that do play it, it's better than this tier. So, because it is just a free special summon like a Cyber Valley from your deck, which is not too bad. Silverwind, definitive Iron Chain Dragon tier. Maybe even a better Iron Chain Dragon than Iron Chain Dragon. It will come up every now and then with the Bayou stuff. Stardust, top of staple, maybe. I feel like this card is sort of slept on. People think it's good, but I think it's like one of the best. Stardust is nuts. Stardust plus backer is so hard to deal with unless you have like Brain Control or Caius exactly. So yeah, I would have put it top of staple. I think it's better than all of these cards. Better than all of this. Top 5 synchros for sure. Stygian guy. Is it Fiend Tuner or Fiend Non-Tuner? Well, I guess that counts as me not remembering, so you're going in here. Sun Dragon. I don't know any more than I know how to make Moon Dragon, so going in the gray tier, buddy. Tempest Magician. This one I do know how to make. but it is bad. Like, yeah, it's like here. I don't know. There's like 2 or 3 decks that have ever played this in the entire format. It can cheese game in approximately 1 in 1,000 matches or something. So I guess that's fine. Thought Ruler, good, above RDA, probably above Android too. Yeah, the level 8s are just so good, man. The level 8s are so good in this format. If you can make any level, make 8. Flamvel best deck. That's what I'm getting from this Synchro. Well, I guess 6 is probably better because Brio Goya are in the top, but 8 has more a great quantity of just good synchros for sure. Trident Dragon, situational, I guess. Dragon Turbo can like win games with this every now and then, so maybe like here. It's not like, yeah, it's definitely worse than Power Tool Gotham's Golgar Mistworm. So seems like situational is definitely the biggest tier right now. Turbo Rocket, like the definition of situational. Only one deck really makes it. Where in here does it go? It's better than Trident. I don't think it's better than Golgar, Gotham's, Power Tool, Mistworm. These 4 are gatekeeping the situational tier for sure. Yeah. Seems like a reasonable space for it. It's probably better than Trident Dragon. Turbo Warrior. This is like the best other one that you make with Quick Draw, maybe. Maybe it's worse than Nitro. I don't know. The non-targeting thing is pretty good against like Raikou Caius. But it is just another 6, and if you're going to go 6, you may as well go Drill, so maybe Nitro's better. Underground Arachnid. This thing's really good, but you need like a Synchro and a Dark Tuner. Is that right? Do I even have that right? What if I'm wrong about that? I think that's correct. Or wait, did I say... What did I say? It's like Insect plus Dark Tuner? Did I say something else? I'm going to assume that I'm correct, and that's how you make it. But we're going to put it in bad for now. If that's wrong, then it's going to have to go down in here by a technicality. So yeah, Herbellum. It's like same as AFD, basically just one of the best 7s. Urquizos, it's more like Gaianite. It's probably better than Gaianite. At least it does something unique, you know? Gaianite is just strictly worse than Goyo in every way. This thing can actually like do something else, so better than Gaianite. Hyunlei, probably worse than Gotham's. Its effect is pretty good, though. Maybe, like, here-ish is reasonable for Hyunlei. It's got a good effect. This needs a Dark Tuner and a Beast. Oh, no, I remember how to make it. That means it's not going in the bottom tier, huh? Well, it is just bad, though. You know what? Wait, we gotta... Why did I put Underground Arachnid so low and bad? Hold on, we gotta reorder the bad tier here. I think Life Transfer goes like here, and then Underground Arachnid can go like here, and I don't even know what this guy does, but it's better than Tempest Magician, so there. Alright, that is it. We have conclusively finished the Synchro Monster tier list. Major takeaways are, I don't know how to make any of these guys. I think these 2 involve like Majestic Dragon, but I forget the exact requirements. 6s and 8s are busted, at least the generic ones. Catastor, Armory Arm, pretty good. The good tiers got Drill and Armed Wing are the only like non-generic ones I put in the good tier. I guess I really value the genericness, because things that can only be made in certain decks are kind of definitionally situational, so that sort of makes some sense. Iron Chain Dragon tier packed with things that aren't Iron Chain Dragon as well, so that's neat. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you disagree with any of these choices in the comments section. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a channel member, all that stuff. Check out my TCG Player affiliate link if you want to buy anything. And that's going to be it for today. I'll see you next time.